Ladies and gentlemen, today you join me, Barlos, in the Hockenheim for this Grand Prix. The first ever Grand Prix held in Germany was 1970. Tonight we'll have 33, maybe 34 laps, and the circuit length here is 4.5 kilometers. The race distance will be about 153 kilometers. The lap record going to Kimi Räikkönen with 1:13.7, which is going to get straight underway into the qualifying session here. Looking forward to the race tonight. Of course, this track wasn't on the calendar last season, so this will be interesting. I need to get to grips with this circuit though. Elevation changes of only about 4 meters peaking around the circuit, so it's a very flat circuit tonight. 17 turns even. Depends which document you look at, but anyway, this is Oppenheim coming out of the garage. He is currently behind a Williams, I think that is. No, that might be a Haas actually. That is Goldie leading the pack out. So currently they are going through turn 4. This is Parabolica with a K for turn 5, down towards the imaginatively named hairpin, which is turn number 6, followed we need to wait, slow down a bit, we're going to get a bit ahead of ourselves here. Going through the hairpin now. Got to be careful on the exit. Now he's heading down towards turn number 7, which is right hand kink, and towards turn number 8, named Mercedes. So let's see how the Mercedes do tonight. Of course, the Mercedes drivers being Short and Nicky Sojborg. Now then, through out of turn 10, we're heading towards Mobile 1, which is turn 11, which is followed by the left-hander, turn 12 of Sachs, followed by a left-hander 13, then right-hander 14, out of turn 15, and a right-hander again, Sudkurfer, for the final turn, onto the pit straight, and heading straight down towards Nordkurve. Should be an interesting race tonight. So we are going to watch Goldie as he sets the first flying lap. We're going to even ride on board here, see what lines he takes. He's heading into Parabolica now. Down towards the hairpin. He's just missing the curb there. Looks like he's controlling on his controller today, so those movements aren't too smooth. Heavy braking then into the hairpin of turn 6 as yellow flags in sector 3. Then accelerating hard towards turn 7. And into turns 8, 9 and 10. Now on the small little straight to Mobile 1. And braking again for Sachs. To come out of Sudkurve to set his hot lap right now. Let's see what he can do. Across the line, he's going to set the fastest lap. Of course, he's the first one. Here comes Oppenheim just behind him. It looks like he was a bit slow out there. Yeah, that's going to be a 1:13.3 compared to a 1:12.2. And yeah, he's just gone wide there. I think, not too sure what was going on there. Rather interesting. Now, this is what the championship is looking like, though. Actually, no, we're going to keep on top of this. Verstappen coming, taking provisional pole with a 1:11.69 here. And here comes Jasper Sojborg. I believe it might be Short's brother racing tonight. I'm not too sure, because Short had a bit of difficulty being able to race tonight. We'll have to wait and see. There is Fretty, he's second. So Verstappen looks to have the pace around this track for tonight. So let's see what he can make here. De Luca is leading the championship here, though, with 126 points, which is 5 points ahead of Goldie RGG, who's in second. In third on 99 points is Fretty, followed by Jesper Sojborg on 86 points. Then Lord Elephant on 67, Wimley on 54, Nicky Sojborg on 49, so he's just 5 points behind Wimley. Skullface on 37 points, 1 point behind him is Tyler Harry. Oppenheim with 32 points, Topics with 20, Nick with 12, the Boogstraw, Nick with 15, the Boogstraw on 12, Composite on 11, Verstappen RB 33 on 8. Then my Catty is Fatty and Jazzy on 1 point each. Short and C Pasley yet to finish. So no, that is the original Short actually racing tonight. It looks like Verstappen's still on provisional pole though, and C Pasley is also on 0 points. The Irishman representing his country, the only one in the league in Ireland, in the Sauber Alfa Romeo, partnered up with DeLuca, who is leading the championship. I'm just sorting out my audio settings there. Let's see who else is on a hot lap. This looks like Jazzy. He's out on a hot lap in his Ferrari. Let's see what he can make here. He's in sector 2, so that this might be an out lap. Not too sure because he's heading towards Sachs now. This will be interesting. Just going on the gravel a bit there. That might cost him. Out of Südkurve and across the line. He's going to set a 1:14.3, so that's not great. He might have to go for a second flying lap. Who else hasn't set a lap yet? Lord Elephant just coming out of into sector 2 there. I think he just went through the hairpin. His drop here through Sachs there. He's not on a hot lap. And Booster's out on an out lap. So DeLuca also out on an out lap. Let's see what Lord Elephant can manage here though. He's currently heading towards Sachs through Mobile 1 there. He's got 10 seconds-ish to cross the line to take pole position. There he comes. After Südkurve, there's someone pulling into the pits in front of him. This looks to be like a decent lap, although it's quite a long run to the line, and he's going to set a 1:11.9, so that's going to put him in third position now on the second row. He's just 7/10 of a second behind Fretty. Also, I do apologise for not being able to commentate League A last night. I did hear Spaghetti Chips won, so congratulations to him. But the gap between Lord Elephant and Goldie RGG is very close. There's only about 300. Oh, that was a McLaren off in the barrier, or I think that was at the hairpin actually. Yeah, that was on the exit of the hairpin. Now we're going to hop back down the order. This is Bugsan. He's potentially gone wide there. He's going to come across the line. No, that is not a lap he wants to be setting. And this is DeLuca now on his hot lap. He's heading towards the hairpin. He's just come out of Parabolica. What can he do right now? Bit of oversteer on the exit there. Nothing too bad though, so he can probably hold on to that. Boogsa is coming out of Parabolica now, so he's not too far behind. So these two could be battling quite well. Oh no, and that's DeLuca off the track, so that's potentially invalidated his lap. We're going to have a quick look in the race director at that. I just need to hop down to DeLuca. And has that invalidated his lap time? We should have a look down here. It doesn't look like he has. So this is still, I think, a legal lap. He's coming out of Südkurve now, the south curb, and he's going to come across the line to take provisional pole position with a 1:11.386. Now we're going to go into Boogster, who's not too far behind. He's just come out of Sachs now. The double right-hander that's the final two turns, just really testing the track limits, and he's going slowly. I have no idea what's just happened there, but that is not a lap he's going to be proud of. That's Jesper. Let's see who else is on a hot lap. This is Droppier. Yeah, he's going. Oh, nearly hitting the barrier there on the pit entrance. Short. Now, can he improve? Or yeah, I think he's on an out lap, a hot lap even. So no, he's very slow actually. Never mind. And Fretty just setting a 1:11.907. Oh, and that's Fretty in the barrier. He's managed to keep in the session. But that is some front wing damage, which is going to take a while to replace, and he's going to have to go around pretty much a whole lap because that's happened just in front of the pit lane exit, which is very unfortunate. So Yompes set his fastest lap on the softs. He's coming out on the ultra softs now, I think, or this, yeah, the hyper softs even. See what he can do there. That's Fretty just moving over to let, I think that was his teammate Jazzy pass. Yeah, that was his teammate Jazzy just going past that. Now this is Nick. He's yet to set a lap. This is Jesper Sojborg. He's on a hot lap though. This will be his first lap of this session. So let's see what he can pull out of the bag tonight. They've all got their racing shoes on. Looking forward to this event. And Verstappen, though, he's still got on the front row, so let's see if he'll get knocked out later this session. There's 8 minutes left of qualifying. That's 8 minutes for anything to happen. Oh, and that's Woomlu out of the session. That's Sector 1 and Sector 3. Let's hop down, see if we can view what's gone on here. And I don't know where he's crashed. I think Woomlu has crashed on the pit lane entry, which is rather embarrassing. Yeah, that is, yeah, his Renault, I'm pretty sure that was off to the side there. We're going to hop back down to Jesper, though, because he's coming through Sachs on his hot lap. That's a good exit, just a bit narrow there. Taking a nice line through there, a bit of a narrow entry towards there, and he's going to come into the pit lane then. So yeah, I believe Woomlu crashed on the pit lane entry. He's not going to be too happy about that. And across the final turn to start his hot lap. What can Nick do here? He did quite well in Britain, if I remember. And Verstappen's just been knocked off the front row by Goldie. Goldie squeezing into that second position. He's about 2 and a bit tenths behind DeLuca. So this is a very close qualifying session. There's yellow flags in Sector 1 and Sector 3. I think that's just drivers letting others through. This is a very close qualifying session. There's yellow flags. And Fretty, yeah. That is a bit of an oops. Cost you a bit of time. But anyway, we're going to get back to the qualifying session. Nick heading towards Mobile 1, I believe it. No, it's not Mobile 1. And then just going through the S sort of section. There was a Haas off on the grass there. Now he's just gone through Mobile 1. On to out of Sachs even. Is through the turns 13 and 14, followed closely by 15 out of Südkurve. What can he manage here? It's looking relatively fast. That's a 1:11.6. That's just going to put him on the second row. Now Verstappen's down actually into the third row. He's in 5th position because Jompa and Nick have got ahead of him. Everyone setting their fastest laps on, I believe, is the Hypersofts, but I'm not entirely sure. No, they might be the Hypersofts even. Can't quite tell. And that is just Jompa letting other drivers through. Now then, Jesper, what? Oh, I was clicking the wrong button there. Jesper, yeah, he's yet to set a lap, so I'm curious as to when he will come out for that then. But yeah, Jesper not setting a lap yet. He might have disconnected from the session though. Oh, okay, so Pooks was just not wanting to start on the Ultras. Oh god, I've just dropped my iPad. Now it's just dropped me out for 9th on some soft tyres. That's a tactic we haven't seen yet in what looks to be the Sauber Alfa Romeo though. He's absolutely flying towards the hairpin. Bit of a lock up there though. DeLuca's improving his lap time actually to make that a 1:11.2. So I'm not sure if we're going to see anyone get into the 1:10 bracket tonight, but it is very close. 4.5 minutes left of qualifying. Bit of touching on the grass there from Dropier. He's not on a hot lap though, so we can probably switch to someone else. Here comes Fretty then, trying to redeem himself after that incident on his last flying lap. But anyway, heading towards Sachs now. It's gonna be close. I'm not sure. No, this looks to be quite a slow lap, unfortunately for the driver. And yeah, he's coming into the pit lane there. In fact, no, he was probably on an in lap. I need to pay more attention to that. This is My Cat Is a Fatty, known for the best name in the game, and he's gonna cross the line. He's not gonna improve though, because that was quite potentially now. Here comes Oppenheim. Bit of oversteer there. Heard the tyre squeal as well. That's a nice touch. Out of the final turn. Oh, he's nearly gone wide there. and across the... Oh, he's had a bit of a moment, unless that was just a bit of lag, and he's going to set a 1:11.8, so that's going to put him just behind Verstappen. Someone coming out of the pit lane there. I think that's Nick. Yeah, that is Nick coming out of the pit lane there. Alex not having the qualifying session he'd like, so I'm not sure what's happening with Jesper. Maybe he disconnected or something along those lines. Bit of a cut across the pit lane there, and yeah, this pit lane could, in the race, it could pose some problems because the drivers seem to be struggling quite a bit with the entry, or the exit rather, of the turn in. So they'll have to watch out for that. There's Verstappen setting the fastest lap there, and he's going to reclaim provisional pole position from DeLuca, just under half a tenth a second in front of him. That is a nice to see a battle for pole position. Now then, Goldie RGG. He's just come out of the Mercedes complex and he's heading through Mobile 1 now. Up towards Sucks, nearly going on the grass there, so he's going to have to avoid that because that could slow him down quite a lot. Anyway, coming out of the into the last sector, he's coming through the final few turns now, turns 15 and 16, that 13 and 14. This is 15, that's 16 even, out of Sudkurva. I'm so disorientated, and he's not going to improve. Nick just on a warm-up lap. Mike Atasafati, the legendary name. This is short then, he's in sector 3, coming out of Sucks. What can he pull out of the bag here? He's coming through turn 15 now, out of turn 16. It looks, I'm not sure where he's going to come with this. It's going to be fast, but quite how fast, I'm not too sure. And he's going to set a 1:12. And that he's not going to be able to improve anywhere on his grid position. Just missing out on getting into those top positions. And that is Jazzy retiring from the session. Bit of a corner cut there into hairpin from Composite. Not sure what the in-game shows will have to say about that. Just 200ths of a second behind Yompa then. This is Nick, he's on a warm-up lap I think. And this is Yompa, the man he's battling. Yompa flying towards turn 1. Verstappen retiring from the session, and I think he's just not going to set another lap time there because there's only half a minute left. They're not out on track, they're not out setting the lap. And that's Goldie RGG coming into the pit lane. This is Yompa though, he's going into the hairpin now. This could be fast. Goldie retiring from the session, so that's yellow flags in sector 1 and sector 3. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just through Mercedes there. What can Yompa manage here? DeLuca, he's not utilising all of his ERS, so I'm not sure we're gonna be following him there then. Right then, to end through Sachs. Bit of a front left lockup. Of course he will be starting on these tyres if he improves his lap time. Coming up the final turn then. Sudkurva. We got a helicopter view and he's gonna cross the line. Can he improve? And he takes pole position. That is some very nice driving there. And there goes DeLuca. He's not setting a lap time there. There's Nick though. DeLuca taking provisional pole. Taking pole position even. I did not realise that. He wasn't utilising all of his ERS. So that's quite a surprise. Nick's on low fuel, so we're not going to worry about him for now. That's Droppier off the track. This is Lord Elephant flying past him into Sucks. What can he manage here? He's through turns 13 and 14. Towards turn 15, he's going to cut across the grass a bit there. He's going to pull into the pit lane even. Nick, he's going to come across the line. That's not going to be too fast of a lap though. And he is the last driver apart from Droppier. Droppier is of course not going to even try there. And that is going to round off the qualifying session. Just Lord Elephant being having a bit of a glitch there, so that's going to delay the end of the qualifying session a bit until his car gets returned into the garage. Fretti then getting up into the second row, 4th position. Those 2 lap times right at the end. Yeah, that didn't go as planned for Boogster, no. But yeah, Alex just managing to squeeze his way up onto the front row there. Dropier just realising that his traction control was on medium. Not sure if he usually has it on completely off or has it completely on. Probably completely off. Anyway, this is the qualifying order for the Hockenheim Grand Prix. De Luca, Jomper, Verstappen, Fretti, Goldie RGG, Nick, Opakanoem, Dropier, Lord Elephant, Short, Woomaloo, Boogster, Mike Atasafati, Composite, Tyler Harry, Jazzy, Nicky Sojborg and Jesper Sojborg rounding off the grid. Unfortunately not able to set a lap time there. So 2 drivers. Boogster trying to start on the soft. That didn't go too well for him. Dropier getting up into the top 8 with the soft. So he's going to be starting on the softs. LMC Boogster, he'll have a choice of whatever he wants, of course, because he didn't get into the top 10. I think that's how it works anyway on short qualifying. Right then, the drivers sitting at their sofas, in their seats at home, behind their wheels, behind their controllers. The nerves are building up as we look towards the start of this Grand Prix. Verstappen the first to choose the strategy, followed quickly by Woomaloo. Turn 1, and people will hopefully take it easy, as there's always drama in turn 1. Goldie RGG follows suit. There goes Nick. We should get underway any moment now, ladies and gentlemen. Jesper and Composite are ready. Fretti is ready. Tyler Harry readies up. So does Dropier. And here we go, the formation lap. Let's get straight into this. This is going to be an absolutely excellent Grand Prix. I'm definitely looking forward to it tonight. This is De Luca, Jomper in his orange McLaren. Verstappen in the Red Bull. Wouldn't be surprised if there's number 33 somewhere written on there as well, although I'm not sure it is, and that's number 78. Fretti then in his Ferrari, the Brit. What can he pull out of the bag here? This is Goldie then in his Williams, and Nick in the Red Bull Toro Rosso Honda. Of course, the engine's not mattering too much. Now we have cars on equal, and that is Nick just getting disqualified from the session. Here is Opakanoem, Dropier, Lord Elephant. Oh, there's been loads of drama, and everyone seems to be disqualified from the session. Not too sure what's going on there. Yeah, that's the whole bottom, so we're not going to be able to go through, but that is Opakanoem in his Force India, followed by Dropier and Tyler Harry, the last remainder. At least it means De Luca won't have to sit on the grid for too long. De Luca just trying to get those tyres warmed up, and that's another person out of the qualifying session. I have no idea what's going on there. Doesn't seem to be any chat about it. But anyway, coming out of the final turn, here comes De Luca. Oh, they're all very close behind him, so he's really not going to have to wait long on the start line. Here he comes. The AI has taken over at this point. His brakes are ready. His tyres are ready. Is he ready, though? The drivers form up. He's been sat for 0 seconds. Oh, he's only sat there for a couple of seconds then. We're going to try and get a good camera angle. We're going to get the inside here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights are out, and away we go here in Hockenheim. De Luca leading the way further down the grid. Can we see some battle? There is the McLaren. Oh, and there's a crash. One of the McLarens getting knocked out. That's Opakanoem. He's backwards. Oh, and there's been a humongous crash. Jazzy nearly out of the race. There's front wing damage for him. That's not gone well for Opakanoem. Or Jesper Sojborg. That's Opakanoem out of the race. Just hitting the car in front of him. This is not going well Just trying to squeeze through there at the beginning there. I think that was Oppenheim. And there goes Jazzy off the track. That front wing damage really causing some understeer. Oh, and that's Woomlu in the barrier. This is really not going well. There's a lot of drama out on track then. And looking around the outside goes LMC Boogster into the hairpin. He's not going to find anything there. Absolute scenes here in Hockenheim. And there goes Verstappen. He's trying to find somewhere through. There goes Mercedes down the inside into Mercedes. And they're side by side, Short and Verstappen. Verstappen's going to keep just ahead of Short for now. Further up though, here comes Yompa. He's right behind Goldie. The Mercedes keeping close on Verstappen's tail. Verstappen right up Yompa's chuff as they go into Sachs. Not going to see anything there. But as we continue further around the grid, Dropia goes down the inside though of Lord Elephant. They're side by side. He's going to hold on to that for now. Fretty is right up the chuff of Nick though. There's too much going on. And that's the fastest lap so far for De Luca. And in the pit lane, in the pits goes Boogster. So that's not gone well for him at all. Dropier, he's looking on Lord Elephant into turn 1. Can we see anything here? He goes round the outside. He's going to potentially go for the switchback maneuver here as they go onto Parabolica. He's going to have DRS. He's got his DRS up. Here he comes down the outside. He's going to have the outside line for the hairpin. He's got the inside line for Parabolica though. And he's going to slot in. And yeah, that is Lord Elephant slotting in behind him. So he's given that away, that position. And he's not really been able to resist that too much. That straight being quite long. Although they're not straight. And there's a front left lock up there for Yompa. And that means Verstappen can really gain on him. But further up ahead, Goldie is right on the tail of Fretty. He's going to try and find somewhere through here. Lap 2 of 34 here in Hockenheim. And just so much drama going on the track. There's a bit of a lock-up from Fretty. Oh, and that's Goldie RGG. He's spun out. And that means there's Verstappen going down the inside of Yompa. Yompa gets overtaken by Short. Short tries to find somewhere down the inside of Verstappen. Verstappen defending him well. And now Short, he's had a bad exit, which means it looks like, yeah, that is Yompa getting close. DRS has been enabled. Of course, DRS, I forgot that hadn't been enabled yet. Now that DRS has been enabled, it will be available for Yompa on the Parabolica straight. Now then, what can he manage here? He's got his DRS activated. He's got his DRS up into mode 5, the highest mode available. He's going to go around the outside. He's going to have the inside line for the hairpin. There goes Short, really defensively blocking. Down the inside, he's going to outbrake him. There's a massive lock up there, though, for the McLaren. The McLaren, they're side by side on the exit. And the McLaren's not gone too well there. Dropier is joining the fun though. They're still side by side into Mercedes. Yompa just hit, there was a bit of contact there I think. Massive front left lock up again. He needs to watch those tyres. Short, I think he had a bit of a moment there on the exit of Mercedes. Now Dropier is right up because behind Short. Short getting a bit of understeer there and going slightly wide. And then just a slight bit of oversteer. He's now Dropier really has the room here. He's not going to go into Sachs. There's only really one line it looks like through there. It's very high cam below that turn. Verstappen now receiving pressure from the McLaren behind him. And that's Verstappen. He's going down the inside. And is that Verstappen going into the pits? Yeah, that's Verstappen going into the pits. And there you can see just behind him, there goes Short. He's slotting in behind Dropier. Dropier now has to defend really hard. Short taking a later turn-in point there. Now down towards the next couple of turns, Dropier is gaining on Yompa, and this is what Short can see from his perspective. So Dropier is really pulling away. DRS activated for Dropier though on Yompa. Will we see a move here on Yompa? He's going to take a sniff down the inside I think for the hairpin, but he's not going to find any room there. There's yellow flags in sector 3 though. Just going to try and work out why that is. There's a few battles going on further down the grid. But nothing compared to what's going on up here. There's a massive front left lock up for Dropier. There's soft. He's going to try and extend them. And it's not going to help if he locks up to that pressure. Just being a bit too aggressive maybe. Composite though. He's right on the tail of Goldie. Oh, and that's Jazzy retiring from the session. Dropier. He's still behind Yompa, but not for much longer it doesn't look like. If he can just keep up, it will all go well for him. Now heading towards Parabolica. Turn 1. The pit window is already open, so those Ultra Softs really not lasting that long. Yompa is on the Ultra Softs though, so Dropier will have that position once he pits. Oh, Fretty is in second. As all the pit stops are occurring at once here. This is Mike S3B. He's going to take a sniff down the inside of Composite. No luck there. Now onto Parabolica. Can we see anything from Mike S3B? He's going to go left for the inside of the Parabolica. And on the hairpin, he's going to have already taken that position. That's a good move there from him. And we just missed the overtake from Dropier on Yompa. Now Yompa's going to try and regain that position. Fortunately for that, Dropier just locking up there. So that's for the podium position, although the race leader, I think, has pitted. Not too sure, though. Jazzy just leaving the session there. He's not really happy about that. Nice helicopter angle. Now, Dropier is going to continue his attack. He's gaining on Fretty. Let's see what he can manage here. He's close out of Sudkurfa. Can we see something? No, Fretty's going to pull into the pits, which is going to leave Dropier the win. It's going to go slightly wide there. Now, Yompa going to try and get up to Yompa. Drop this in the fastest lap on his soft, so that's quite surprising. And that is Yompa going wide. So those ultras either worn or he's just trying to keep up but can't quite, because they don't seem to have the grip they had a moment ago. So Nicky having quite a good start. He's up 12 places, although once the pit stops have all sorted out, that might all change. Completely hectic start so far. There was that big crash on turn 1, so that'll be one for the stewards. Mike S3B on Composite again towards hairpin. He's going to go for the outside line on Composite. He's got the overtake again. That just outbreaking. Oh, and that's Nicky Stodgeball gone round. DeLuca slotting in there, and there goes Composite. He's going to try and go for the outside of no, he's going to break the toe for DeLuca. DeLuca's going to go left through Mercedes. Mobile 1, then Mercedes got the overtake into Mercedes just on the exit of Mobile 1 there, and that's an overtake for him. But I'm not sure what happened to Nicky, because I saw some carbon fiber come flying off his front wing, so that's not too good for him. He's going to try and slot in behind Composite. Composite not leaving a gap there for him. DeLuca getting close to Mike S3B. The dirty air not helping him through sucks, but Mike S3B is slightly slower through there. They're both on the same age tyres, I think, or relatively similar age. There's slightly extending the track there from Mike S3B. DeLuca then, he's made an overtake on Yompa. Yompa in the pit lane, of course, leaving Dropier the win, the lead right now. He's quite safe, just needs to keep it on the track. Tyler Harry, though, he's going to go down the inside of Nicky Stodgeball. That's a good overtake. So Nicky not thinking that front wing damage is bad enough to need to pit. Nicky, though, he's got his ERS, he's got his DRS, he's going to go down the outside for Parabolica, which means he'll have the inside line. They touch, though, but he'll have the inside line for the hairpin, and he's got that overtake just on the straight itself. No need for the turn. Oh, there goes Tyler Harry down the inside again. They touch, and that's forced Nicky wide. That was a bit of a dive bomb there, a bit cheeky. And that means Nick's going to come flying around the outside. Nick, he's going to move on to Nicky through Mobile 1 into Mercedes. Could we see the Mercedes being overtaken? There's contact. Nicky kind of cutting off there. Not too sure he's to blame for that. And the Mercedes not keeping it there. And Tyler Harry is going to go around the outside. And there's the Mercedes wide off the track. There's so much going on here. There goes Tyler Harry down the inside of Nicky. And Nicky's going to have to concede that position. But just behind him, we can see from Verstappen's point of view, he's going to go around the outside of Fretty. So these two battling right now through sucks. That's not opposite place we've seen an overtake yet. Oh, and there's contact, and that's front wing damage for the Red Bull, with Jesper Stodgeball just catching him out, and Jesper and Nicky now right behind each other on the straight. The two brothers, they're going to battle right now. There's yellow flags there. And we can see just how close the Red Bull is. He's going to pull to the right-hand side. And there, just behind him, there's an overtake. There goes the McLaren down the outside, but he's had to abort that move because he nearly collided. Now side by side, though, just there. I'm not sure who that is. That's Fretty and Jesper side by side through Parabolica. And that, he's going to have the inside line for the hairpin. Fretty will. Let's see what he can manage here. Down the inside, and now Nicky is right on. Oh, and there's contact, and that's Fretty. He's not had anything wrong there. Now Yompa potentially front wing damage. That's a Mercedes over short, the sideways through the hairpin. That hairpin not doing favours for anyone. There goes Jesper trying to get past Yompa on through Mobile 1, but he's not going to find the place there. Now back up, Nicky on Verstappen's tail. What can he manage here? But back down, Boogster, he's trying to find somewhere past Jesper towards Socks. Someone's gone onto the gravel a bit there. He's gained loads of speeds. He's not going to speed. He's not going to make a move there. DeLuca second the fastest lap on his soft tyres. Out of the final couple of turns onto out of Sudkurfer. He's going to go down the inside. He's going to just lift off slightly there. He's going to use the DRS to his advantage though. They're side by side into turn 1. What will we see here? That's Nick just overtaking Composite there, and that is an overtake from Boogster, and he's moved on to the other Williams. Oh no, we've moved on to the wrong place, but that's an overtake from Jompa. What's going on? No. So the people yet to stop are Composite, Drop the Composite getting overtaken there. Right, no, Tyler Harry even Verstappen going right around the outside on his mediums. Those are locking up though, and he's going to try and take those mediums to the end. That's not going to help him. Right then, there's a close gap here through Mobile 1. The Mercedes and the Jompa going side by side. The Mercedes gets overtaken in Mercedes, and there goes wide. But that's Fretty going really wide there. And you can see just behind there's a battle unfolding. And we get the helicopter angle on this. There goes Goldie RGG. He's fighting LMC Boogster. They're side by side. He's going to have to give away that position for now into the narrow section of the track. There goes Boogster down the inside into Sachs. And that is an overtake. They're still side by side though on the exit. What will we see here? Goldie RGG's not finding the overtake on Boogster just yet. There's a Mercedes slowing down though a bit. Nicky Sochborg really losing time to Boogster. What can Boogster do here though? We've got the helicopter camera angle which is really helping us gauge things right now. Boogster though, he's so close to the back of Nicky Sochborg. He's not going to do anything into turn 1 there. Here comes Jompa though, he's very close. Boogster, he's going to go through Parabolica. We're going to see Jompa first on Fretty. He's got the DRS, he's got the ERS, he's got the inside line for the hairpin, and that looks like an overtake done and dusted before we've even got there. And that's Fretty overtaking Boogster again. No, Boogster overtaking Fretty even. No, Fretty in front of Boogster actually. Boogster slowing down there, losing loads of time. Nicky moving down the grid though. Now Fretty is right on the back of Jompa. And Goldie, here he comes. There's front wing damage to one of them. I think that was Carbon Fly, but coming off the front of Goldie. He's got the overtake on Nicky. He's going to have the inside line into the narrow section of the circuit. It's going slightly wide. They're really testing the track limits, but he has got that position. And now behind Nicky is Jesper. The two brothers back at it again through Sachs. What are we going to see here? Wimbley overtaking My Cat is a fatty. But Jesper really close to his brother now. What is going to happen here? The Williams on the Mercedes, right on his case, in towards turn 2 now. Verstappen on Composite though. He's going to go down the inside for Parabolica. Now Composite, no, Verstappen has got that position well and truly taken. There's LMC Boogster going down the inside of Fretty in towards the hairpin, and just behind them Fretty getting overtaken as well by Goldie RGG. So that's not going well for Fretty at all. Now Lord Elephant overtaking Short. Everything's happening along Parabolica now. Oh, sorry about that. Absolute scenes here in Hockenheim. There through Mobile 1. Can the Mercedes make an overtake on Lord Elephant through Mercedes? No, he's going to actually lose time on Lord Elephant there. Boogster now, he's got Tyler Harry lined up in his sights. Tyler Harry better be careful then, because the Boogster is relentless. Of course, Tyler Harry hasn't actually pitted, so the Boogster is a pit stop ahead. Tyler Harry on the softs from the beginning of the start. Tyler Harry's had a worse exit though, and here comes Boogster on the pit straight. He's going to have the inside line. No, he's just Tyler Harry out braking him slightly there, but going wide. He's got the DRS. He's not activating the DRS though, which is rather strange. Oh no, that was just a bit of a glitch in the system, I think. Right up his gearbox now onto Parabolica. Boogster's going to have the inside line. He's going to have that overtake done before the end of even the apex has arrived. Now Composite catching up to Jompa. I think Jompa just overtook him actually. And that's Tyler Harry and Boogster colliding. Boogster receiving front wing damage. Tyler Harry hitting him on the exit of the hairpin. So I think that was front wing damage on Boogster. Yeah, he's got front left wing damage there. That's really not good. You can see that from the off-board camera. Short overtaking Nicky. The two Mercedes side by side. They don't want to crash too much into Mercedes. It's the two Mercedes. There goes down the inside. Nicky on Short. Short defending with a faster line through there. Now Lord Elephant has joined the party though on Nicky Sojborg. We're going to have to hop up the grid again because this battle is just raging on and on throughout the whole track. We're already lap 13 here. We're nearly halfway through. There into the pit lane goes Boogster. And behind him, Fretty and Goldie. Goldie has got the DRS on Fretty. Fretty has the DRS on Tyler Harry. Not going to see anything there. Fretty really outbraking Tyler Harry there. Although Goldie has got the faster exit, of course, slow in and fast out. That's the general rule of racing. And down the inside goes Goldie RGG on Fretty. They're side by side and on the main straight. Onto Parabolica even. They're both going to have DRS. So that's going to be interesting just how well the slipstream is. And Tyler Harry just pulling over to let them both through there. And that's slowed down Fretty, meaning Goldie has taken that position for now. Now Lord Elephant on Nicky Sojborg round the outside of Parabolica on the inside line for the hairpin. What can we see here? They're side by side. And the Mercedes going wide there on the exit. And he's going to have to give away that position to the Force India. Of course, he will always be striving to regain that position later on in the race. Nicky, yeah, of course, he's so close through Mercedes, trying to get back down the inside of Lord Elephant, but he's got the oversteer, and that sent him onto the grass, which is going to make his tyres a bit slippery for the next few seconds rather. And my Catty is a fatty making an overtake on Wimbley. Wimbley getting the switchback manoeuvre because Cat has gone wide. Don't even know how to say the abbreviated name of that. My Cat is a fatty. Catty fatty. But anyway, we're going to get back straight towards some action because we've got Tyler Harry on Fretty now. Of course, letting him through earlier. What we see now is still yet to pit though, Tyler Harry. Lord Elephant getting a 3-second time penalty there, and Booster still in the pit. That's his second pit stop, of course, because of that front wing damage. That's a 5-second stop-go penalty for Booster receiving. Oh, and that's Boogster retiring from the session. Don't know why he's done that. Clearly not too happy with how the race has gone tonight, I don't think. Or some other issues, don't want to point any fingers just yet. But Yomba is catching back up to Verstappen in towards the narrow section of the circuit. Towards Sux, he's really gaining. That gap down to just a few meters. Boogster leaving the session then. Yeah, here comes Yompa. He's really gaining now. They're both on medium tyres. Their tyres... their tyres... Yompa on the newer tyres, about 3 laps younger. He's got DRS now for the first straight. What will we see here? On Parabolica, the DRS has been activated, so is the ERS. Verstappen takes the inside line for the hairpin. Let's see what he can manage here. Verstappen down the inside, there's a lock-up, they collide. And Verstappen's just about defended that. That's going to be... Oh, and Verstappen's taken him out. Yompa off the track. Front wing damage for them both. Not sure how bad it is for Yompa. That is really bad. And Verstappen just really pushing it on the exit there. Yompa is going to be seriously unhappy about that. That's extremely unfortunate. Now, my Cat is a fatty attacking Nicky Sojborg. Booster extremely disappointed with Tyler Harry. Through Parabolica, we've got the DRS activated. But we're going to hop up the order. Sorry, just to miss out on that. There's some batting going on here. Lord Elephant and Short so close. Just 2 tenths. And there is Yompa getting overtaken through Sud Kuafa. Lord Elephant, though, very close behind. Short. Now on to the Parabolica. We might see a move here. They nearly collide there, actually. Is that front wing damage to the front left of... that looks like there's potential front wing damage for the Force India. I'm not too sure that actually there might not be. No, there is to the end plate of the front right wing of that Force India. There is damage, as you can see there. Is there any damage to Short Sky? It doesn't look like it. No, it doesn't. But Lord Elephant, he's going to have the inside line for the hairpin. He's got the DRS. This is the hub of overtakes here, Parabolica. And he's got that overtaken done before the corner has even come. Now we're going to move back up. Yumper on Goldie. Of course, Yumper having a bit of an accident with Verstappen. Verstappen, of course, pitting for a new front wing after that incident. Oh, and short though on Lord Elephant. He's gaining towards Mobile 1. No, Mobile 1. Even. That might not be right. I'm just going to double check that. Yeah, that is Mobile 1. I keep calling turn 7 Mobile 1. Sorry about that. Not going to see a move there though. And there it goes short into the pits. That's a quick pit stop for Goldie RGG, but he's having a front wing swap, so that's actually slowed him down a bit. I was about to say things have finally settled down, but here comes Fretty. He's close behind Comsey. He's really gaining, flying through the first turn. Oh, near contact there. Fretty just backing off enough to avoid that. Now then, onto Parabolica. Will we see an overtake? It's highly likely, because the DRS is just so strong through there. He's not utilising his ERS, so Composite might try and have a look back into the hairpin. No, he's not. He's just going to play it safe for now. Here comes Nicky on his teammate Short. The two Mercedes battling. They're side by side towards the hairpin. Hopefully no contact between the two of them. And that is Nicky going wide there, and Short has kept that position ahead of him. Now towards turn 7, in towards Mercedes. The two Mercedes battling yet again. Down the inside goes Nicky Sojborg. They're side by side. They nearly touched, nearly front wing damage there from Nicky, but just about keeping it out of harm's way there, and providing for some absolutely exquisite racing this evening. So I thought I saw a close gap at the top, but no, that... Oh no, that's just half a second between Dropier and DeLuca. The two teammates brought together once again because of pit stops or lack thereof. No, they have both pitted, so Dropier has actually taken the lead with his strategy. Now there's going to be a battle for the lead of the Grand Prix. DeLuca not quite able to keep up, so on the ultra top then, Dropier is going to take the final stint, unless he goes for a second pit stop. There might be a T-stop around here. I'm not too sure what the strategy is looking like. Lap 19 of 34 though, we've been kept busy, I can tell you that. And it doesn't look like DeLuca can catch up, so I'm just going to pop to the kitchen and get myself a drink, because I'm absolutely dying of thirst right now. My cat is a fatty, right up close to Nicky Sojborg. Let's see what he can manage here. My cat is a fatty. He's looking. He's not quite got the room there. He's going to go into the second DRS zone. There's a bit of front wing damage just off to the side of the track there. Now Parabolica, there definitely will be an overtake managed here with the DRS. He's not utilising his ERS as much as I would expect. Now Nicky does have to defend from My Cat is a fatty. DeLuca going into the pit lane then there for his second pit stop. And here comes My Cat is a fatty. He's not actually made that overtake then. So we're just going to leave you with this battle for now. Really close there through hairpin, and that's a bit of a corner cut from Nicky. Doesn't look like there's any stewards reports on that. And I'll be right back. I was just to fill up the glass of water I got that I forgot to fill up. Oh, they are so close now through that sector, through sector 3. Oh no, we've lost the battle. Let's get straight back into that because we are all up at the top though. Yeah, Yompa and Freddy. I don't know who to watch. We're going to hop back down because my Katasafati is just so close. I don't want to miss that overtake. No, we're going to hop back up to Yompa. He's going round the outside through Parabolica. Looks like he's got that overtake completed and done. Nick pulling into the pit lane there then. So Yomba holding on to the lead of the race. Now we're going to hop back down to my Katasafati. Lord Elephant now has been caught up by Nicky Sojborg. These two battling quite a while. And there goes Nicky. He's going to look down the outside. No, he's gone to the inside. So through the hairpin, they're side by side. They touch. And now my Katasafati can capitalise through this. Into turn 7. They could be 3 abreast. No, they're not. And that looks like Nicky's just about taking that. They fly through to Mercedes. And there goes Lord Elephant down the inside. They're so close. And down the inside goes Short. Nicky. And it is my Katasafati. These 3 battling like madmen. As we head into the narrow part of the circuit for Sucks. There's blue flags though because Dropbe has joined at the wrong moment. That's cost my Katasafati. There goes Lord Elephant though. On Nicky. Sorry, I just missed that. I was a bit confused with all the blue flags and that jazz. But that has cost my Katasafati. No, he's gone into the pit lane. So yeah, he did slow down a bit there just to let the leader through. And this is what Dropbe can see. They're going to have to let him through at some point. Dropbe is going to have DRS though, so that might assist him. That's going to help him speed up. Will Nicky lift off though because it's the hairpin? There's not really any room to let him through there. So I think Nicky's just going to have to lift off a bit here. And there goes Dropbe down the outside. The blue flag, he really should be letting him through. I know they're racing, but this is a bit ridiculous. They need to let Dropbe through. He is the race leader after all. Into Mercedes, they're still not given a place, so this is really slowing down Dropbe, and he's not going to be happy about this. I can only imagine if there was team radio, what would be being said right now in that Williams headset. Come on, through Sucks. It's almost been a whole lap and Nicky hasn't let him through. Nicky does need to let him through, but Yompa and Jesper Sojborg, they are battling onto Parabolica. Around the outside, down the inside for the hairpin. He's locked up a bit and it looks like he's got that position. Yeah, the Haas is not going to go for the... Yeah, that's Dropbe going into the pits then. Clearly not happy about that traffic. But Jesper is right on the chuff of Yompa. He's not letting that position go easily. Yompa's locking up those tires though, which is not going to be good for him. DeLuca back up into the lead of the race for now unless... Yeah, because Dropbe has made his second pit away. Have a quick look at the stops. That's Dropbe's second pit, which means he's going to drop behind DeLuca. But will he drop behind Nick as well? That is the question. Let's quickly hop up, see where they come out. And Dropbe just coming out behind DeLuca, I think, there. Yeah, they are so close. Battle for the lead. This is going to take priority, I'm sorry. But DeLuca really battling these two Saubers, really fighting with each other, the two teammates, trying to not crash though, of course. And DeLuca has held on to that for now. There's 11 laps to go. Meaning... Oh, and that's a Mercedes. No, he's pulled over. He's really pulled over there. He's gone right onto the grass there, Short. I mean, Nicky, I'm not sure who that was actually, but fell in really far onto the grass there. The two Saubers though battling for the lead of the race. Along the pit straight now. I'm not going to see anything there, but come Parabolica, we might see the overtake. Of course, Parabolica notorious for its DRS. Not too sure actually if it would be more tactical to not make an overtake before Parabolica, like Dropbe was thinking about doing that, because then it's almost a guaranteed overtake here if you've got a good speed. They've both got ERS up into mode 4. DeLuca trying to break the toe. They're going to be side by side into... Oh, Nicky's out of the session. That's really unfortunate. I didn't notice that. Now Dropbe into turn 7 there. Not finding any way through there. towards Mercedes. They're going to go side by side. Nearly an opportunity for the switchback there, but he was just too committed. His nose was too far in to attempt to switchback maneuver there. Into Sachs then for another lap of the Grand Prix. Then nearly at the end there, you can see all the marble forming on the outside of that turn. It's just such a high stress on the tyres. And now we get the no, we don't get the helicopter angle. The director has not blessed us with that for the battle today. Now onto the second DRS straight, which is really short. No way to make an overtake here. Onto the Parabolica straight, the not so straight. What will we see here? He's got his DRS activated. They both got their ERS on mode 4, although Dropier has got more of an abundance. He's going to go to the outside. DeLuca going defensively to the inside. They're side by side. Switchback maneuver on the exit of the hairpin. Near bit of oversteer from DeLuca, and they're going to stay in their order just about because there's only a tenth of a second between them. Turn 7, there goes Dropier down the inside for Mercedes. They're side by side, and DeLuca just holding out. These two battling absolutely fabulously right now, really providing some entertainment. Number 67 then of Dropier, really trying to just find that window of opportunity. Number 96 there of DeLuca winning the race, but not sure for how much longer, if this pressure can really be kept up. Although them Bassing might give Nick an opportunity to catch up. There's about 9 laps left actually. About 30 kilometers to go. What could happen here then? It's not really clear who's going to win this Grand Prix. And their Bassings, they're going to be really pushing, which is going to really have a negative effect on their tyre wear. So towards the final laps of the Grand Prix, they may have some really loose gripping tyres. Anyway, the DRS really proving useful for Dropier as he goes down the outside for the hairpin. DeLuca, he's going to go for the inside line. He's left the room there. He's really courteous there, Dropier is. But he's taken that position now into turn 7. What will DeLuca do? He's not going to find any room there. In Mercedes, though, he goes to the inside. No, he took a sniff, but there just wasn't anything to bite. And that means Dropier has taken the lead of the Grand Prix here in Hockenheim. Absolute spectacular race this evening. Don't forget, if you're new to F1 League Hub, please try and share the channel, because the more we spread, the better the quality of the uploads and the more content and quality racing you and other people can watch. So please try and share and like, and don't forget to subscribe, because we are trying to grow the league. The bigger the league gets, the more we'll see. Lord Elephant though on Tyler Harry round the outside for Parabolica. He's going to have the inside for their hairpin. That's like the 70th time I've said that this race. And Tyler Harry trying to go down the inside again, trying to reclaim that position. No, he's lost that, and it looks like Dropier's running away with the lead now. That's a 3-second time penalty for Jumper now for multiple warnings. Actually, that's a fair point. Let's check for time penalties for the top 2. So there's no, it doesn't look like there's any penalties for Dropier. What about DeLuca? No, I'm not sure if they have. And if they do, it says they both have penalties. But they probably are just 3-second time penalties because of multiple warnings. Anyway, DeLuca not really gaining or losing on Dropier, but as I say that, he is gaining a bit through Sachs, but he's not going to find anywhere through there. Short now on Composite through turn 2. Could we see anything here? He's got the DRS, he's not got the speed though. That short just tiny bit too short. And that was Mike Attas of Fatty, I think, off the track. Anyway, we're going to hop back up the short. Short goes down the inside of Parabolica. And he's got that overtake done and dusted. And there's been contact between Composite and Lord Elephant. Lord Elephant caught out by the early braking of Composite. And that's some heavy front wing damage for Lord Elephant. And that looked like Short's pulling over. No, he's not. They're slowing down. Not sure what's gone on there, but that has really closed things down. There's yellow flags though. No overtaking through the yellow flag zones, of course. And yeah, I think that early braking from Composite really caught Lord Elephant out by surprise, and that's resulted in some rather hefty front wing damage, especially to that front left end plate there. You can see I saw it fly off. I kind of saw it happening. Race control DRS has been enabled. Didn't realise it was disabled, to be honest. Just been too preoccupied. They are so close. I think that might have been a temporary VSC. Don't think so though. We're going to hop back up to the top because DeLuca is close to Dropier as we go round the turn into Parabolica. What might we see here? Going to hop out of the T-cam onto the off-board camera. See what will be managed here. So it was a virtual safety car, yeah. So I didn't notice that. But anyway, yeah, doesn't look like there's enough of a gap to be closed down through Parabolica. Lord Elephant overtaking Composite. Although Lord Elephant might have to pit now because of that incident. No, DeLuca's really not got any opportunity there. So we're going to hop back up to Composite, or down to Composite rather, because he's right up Lord Elephant's shaft. Oh, and there's been a shunt from behind. Tyler Harry has hit the back of Composite. Tyler Harry, he's got front right end plate damage. That's not great for him. And we've already got Booster, not very happy with him as he goes onto the gravel, just not really anticipating the exit properly there. And we're going to go towards another battle because we've got Yompa and Goldie there unfolding in a battle. Here comes Yompa round the outside into the hairpin. He locks up there side by side. Gets nearly forced off by the Williams there. But Goldie's just going to hold on to that position as they head down towards turn 7. Dropier almost on the fastest lap of the lap record here. Kimi Räikkönen, of course, having the lap record with a 1 minute 13.7, I believe it was. He was just about missing out there. And Dropier has held on to that lead. And he's actually increasing the gap. Not by much, but he is increasing the gap. Sorry, we've just accidentally gone from the wrong place. Onto the wrong driver. But this is Yompa. He's going to try and regain that position off Goldie. There's just 4 laps left of the Grand Prix. They are close, but will it be close enough? The McLaren is very close to the back of those Williams. The two British teams battling out like bulldogs. Down the inside of Parabolica goes Yompa, and he's got the position for the hairpin. He goes defensively to the inside. There goes Goldie down the inside. He left the room there though, keeping it nice and tidy. He's gone onto the marble there, and that's really cost him a slight amount of time. Nothing too bad, but he has given that position back to Goldie. He didn't expect Goldie to go down the inside there, so he moved over and just moved over a bit too much to give Goldie that room. Of course, Goldie did have his nose in there, so it was a relatively fair manoeuvre. Respectful racing from these drivers, though. Very sportsmanlike. And they produced some excellent racing this evening, all of the drivers. And, yeah, Women is out of the race. I thought he was already out of the race. Sorry, I did not notice that. Unfortunately. But yeah, this is providing some excellent racing this evening. I've really enjoyed this race. I hope you have too. As we draw to the conclusion, Dropier still increasing his lead further. Yompa down the inside into the hairpin. He's not going to find that room there. No, not even the hairpin. Turn 2 even. Out through turns 3 and 4. On to Parabolica. What will we see here? Is this for position 5 on the track? It's just a 1/10 of a second. They're side by side into Parabolica, into the hairpin. It's a repeat of last time. They go side by side though, and Goldie just defending well enough. It's just squeezing Yompa a bit too much, so Yompa just has to relent. And we should go down to Composite and Lord Elephant. Because they're coming onto Parabolica now. But Goldie, RGG and Yompa so close, although they're going into the narrow section where we haven't seen an overtake apart from that one around Sucks earlier this race. They are so close, so this is absolutely epic Grand Prix. Really enjoying it. Oh, and he's gone wide. I think he's just gone onto the marble there, and that sent him wide. Just the understeer, the lack of grip on those marbles. Not helping Jompa too much. But anyway, Composites and Jompa, Lord Elephant having a bit of a battle, and that's number 96, I think, of Dropier coming through there. Beep, beep. Oh, Jompa and Goldie RGG again. Forgot about that battle. They're side by side again as we go into hairpin. Will Goldie defend this time? He's not got as much of room, and there's contact, and that's Goldie nearly going all the way around there. I heard that sound. Quite a thud. Lord Elephant getting a 3-second time penalty there. Multiple warnings. I'm not sure. I think that might have just been a racing incident. Doesn't look like there's any front wing damage, but into Mercedes. Goldie trying to get his nose in there. He's really got his nose in, but he's not found any room there. Now heading towards Sachs. Mobile 1 rather, which is followed by Sachs. There goes Goldie down the inside. There's a very narrow exit here, and he's got the overtake there into Sachs. Can we see any manoeuvre from Jompa? He's not given us anything for there. Maybe down onto the pit straight, or even the main straight, maybe out of Südkurve. Südkurve, will we see anything? A bit of oversteer out of the exit of that turn there. Not quite anything there. Now DeLuca getting a 3-second time penalty, which is not going to help him receive that lead. He can just see Dropier. No, he can't see Dropier. That's the car that's about to get lapped, I think, ahead of him. Now we're going to return to the battle with Jompa and Goldie, because we're onto Parabolica. The DRS, he's got the toe, he's got the ERS. He's going to go down the inside yet again. Let's see what happens here. He's got the overtake before the turn 1. He's going to go down the inside, which has compromised Goldie, because that's where Goldie usually goes. They both go wide. Goldie still retaining that position, although he's got a 3-second time penalty, which could play into Jompa's favour if he can finish within 3 seconds of him. Because although I'm not sure whether Jompa has got time penalties or not. We're going to hop up to the race leader. He's coming through Parabolica now. He's just in the aftermath of these drivers' battle. He's got a bit of his own room. DeLuca's just not keeping up as well. Dropier really nursing those tyres. As I say that, he locks up. But ignoring that, he has really stretched those tyres, got them where he wants them. And he's just done an excellent drive this evening. And yeah, there's not much more we can say about that. Tyler Harry out of the session though. We're going to hop down to Mike Atasafati. What's happened to Tyler Harry? That's in sector 1, I think. Tyler Harry, where are you? We might have crashed in the hairpin, but we're in sector 2 now. I'm not sure where Tyler Harry was, but across the line to win the Grand Prix here in Germany goes Dropier. DeLuca just behind him. Jompa overtaking Goldie, although we've got to swap back here because they're side by side out of the hairpin. Again, Jompa has the position. Now, final lap battle. This is absolutely excellent. There goes Goldie. He's trying to take a sniff down into Mercedes. They're side by side again. There's a bit of a lock-up from Jompa. Now, Goldie has the inside line, and Jompa has sacrificed that position. Verstappen just coming out of Sachs there. And Jompa, he's just not been able to get that room on Goldie. He's still providing excellent battle in the final stages of this race. And there goes Jompa wide. That could sacrifice his position to Fretti. There goes Fretti. He's lost the position to Fretti. That's really unfortunate for Jompa. The final lap of the Grand Prix, which means Fretti has 6th position. Goldie then coming across the line to finish 5th. Fretti in 6th. There, Fretti finishing ahead of Goldie because of his time penalty. There goes Jompa. Jesper jumping ahead of both of those drivers, and Short to finish off the Grand Prix here in Hockenheim. What a blast. Absolutely enjoyed that. Without a doubt, one of the best races we've had all season. Absolute scenes here, and across the line to finish off the Grand Prix in Hockenheim. What a race. And that is Dropier on the top step of the podium today. Nick sneaking his way onto the 3rd step there. And next to him, his teammate, DeLuca. What a race. And we're going to let them celebrate. Netherlands taking the win, followed by Great Britain representing in 2nd, and France A bit like Pierre Gasly, you could say Nick in the Red Bull Toro Rosso Honda. Bit of a mouthful there, but an absolutely blast of a Grand Prix. I really hope you enjoyed that one, because I definitely did. And the finishing order is going to look like this. Dropier, DeLuca, Nick rounding off the podiums. Verstappen not having a brilliant race. Very far behind those top three. And Fretti, Jesper Sojborg, Goldie, Yomper, Short, Goldie and Yomper having an excellent battle. Composite, Lord Elephant, Mike Atasafati, Tyler Harry, Mike Atasafati, and rounding off the finishers, followed by Tyler Harry, William Nicky, Booster, and Jazzy, as well as Opakanoam, rounding off those who did not manage to make it to the end, to that checkered flag, unfortunately. But what a race. And time to invite those top three to the party if they have mics. Just going to try and sort that out quickly. And let's see who else we can invite. Invite players. Just trying to invite DeLuca. I'm not sure he actually has a mic. I think I've got his PSN wrong. Oh, yeah, I've got his PSN wrong. That's probably why. No, I don't think we're going to have anyone able to join tonight. But anyway, thank you everyone so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that race. Don't forget to like and share the channel to try and grow this F1 League Hub, because I really enjoy commentating and hopefully even racing sometimes. I have to wait and see whether I have time to do that. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I will see you next time.